Alright, we got two videos by herohei here. Bluesky made a hit list, and they want to get canceled, so today and tomorrow will be by him. Pretty excited. Always like hearing about VTubers.
We've got something absolutely hilarious to take a look at in this video. Over on Bluesky, we've got
Of course it's on Bluesky. It's the only place they talk about VTubers.
Silverveil, Nazi. Rev says Des, Nazi. Pipkin, Pippa, Nazi.
Not sure. It's
Who
on
else
Twitter
am I
too.
forgetting? Oh my gosh. And this is just the start. The list goes on like 2 times longer than that as people like add on to it.
Yeah, I was called a fascist Nazi on Bluesky multiple times. By the way, I do have a Bluesky account. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I have a Bluesky account because it's where most of my VTuber friends want to message me and talk to me and like stuff. For those on Rumble, don't freak out. I am one of the very few content creators that does have a Truth Social as well. And I post on both. Basically, I make a Twitter post and then, like on X, and then I make a post on all of them. My Truth Social posts are a lot better, more in depth, very long. I highly recommend, out of any of the places you looked for my stuff, check Truth Social. I love to write way more in depth, but yeah. Bluesky, bunch of Nazi stuff. Just hate comments all around. They especially got hate comments when I reposted the Vice President of the United States. That was funny.
Bluesky users. It's actually pretty entertaining. So shout out to all these VTubers though. Shout out to Kirsha, Silverveil, Rev says Des, Pipkin, Pippa, and all the ones coming up too.
Rev and
by the way,
Silver,
I'm
great.
on the list, so shout out to me as well, I guess. I don't know, it sounds weird, but you know what I mean. I'm just excited to talk about this. This is freaking hilarious. So the OP adds on to the list saying Snuffy, Nazi. Pikami and Bow, Nazis. Like, bro.
Okay.
Imagine living like this person. By the way, who is this OP? Let's take a look. I guess they're a VTuber or something. I don't know. The bio says trans, British streamer, streaming industry veteran. Oh,
sounds about right.
Wow. Photographer, owner of the VSky Discord. And this is just so sad. Like, why can't Missouri, who claims to be a streaming industry veteran or something, right? I think that's what it said.
I have no
Why
idea
can't
what
Missouri
that even
just be
means.
happy streaming and entertaining people? Like, making some list like this on Bluesky, it's just...
I mean, I'm a streaming veteran. I've been streaming 3 years, and I have like 3,300 followers. Do I go around calling people Nazis? No. People call me a Nazi. Also, see, when you have the trans flag and you have this logo, you're not trans. I don't see you as a trans person. You know why? I see you as playgating and doing it for brownie points and popularity. Yeah. It's embarrassing. No one wants to see that.
Just so
No one wants to hear your
unnecessary.
feelings
And it's like,
like
on
that.
one hand, I do find this hilarious and it is easy content for me, but on the other hand, like, I feel bad for this person and people like this because it just seems like a very like unwell thing to be doing. And I find it sad that this person can't just find fulfillment and happiness in streaming, you know, like acting like this too. You got to do that. Like, I hope for a better future for this person, but let's continue. As mentioned, things continue to proliferate in the comments as we've got this response that says, Bow was gleefully rated by Kirsha. I'm figuring she's at the Nazi table, Nazi. Someone else says, Bow? The other person says, chat, it's not great. Maybe she could be informed. But then again, maybe she'll sooner notice a drop off in viewers than listen to a she's a dang transphobe message.
A transphobe?
Oh my gosh, they're like, what?
How is Bow a transphobe?
And then they go after Leaf? Bro. Leaflet? Like, all these people are really nice.
Yeah, they're
like, Leaflet's
incredibly
so
nice.
chill. She just hit 100K
Silverveil is
subs, by the way. Congrats to
incredibly
Leaflet.
nice.
But they're going
I have
after
no
Leaflet
idea.
too. Look at that.
herohei are
Leaflet,
part of the
that
problem.
slime VTuber who has a bunch of thumbnails gleefully reacting to horrible stuff like slavery and Project 2025. Oh my god.
This is
dude.
in-
all these people do is
See,
lie about
they-
everything. So okay,
These are the people that make me like sit on the internet and be like, people have too much time on your hands. You have too much. You have too much time. If you're gonna go just getting angry at people on the internet, like what are you doing? And why do you have to do it on your echo chamber? I post all of my views on all 3 socials And if people get mad, people get mad. I got banned. I have a Mastodon account. Do you even know what Mastodon is? It's like the ultra progressive, most liberal thing, and I post the same thing there. I got banned. And then unbanned. I don't know. You can hear about that story during one of my live streams, but it just wow. It's just these places with these echo chambers. I can't take anyone else's opinion. It's insane.
The slavery thumbnail thing, really? So the one where she was reacting to a video, and that thumbnail was not even hers. It was the original video creator's thumbnail, and then it was just like her face over it that her editor put there. It wasn't a thumbnail like that was entire.
What I do is I literally look. I'm sorry, guys. When I react to a video, I take the original person's thumbnail and just put my thing by it pointing. It's not much effort, but I also don't give a shit. I make my thumbnails for my live streams a lot more effort go into them. For reacting, I mean, I used to make my own thumbnail and put my logo on each thing and make it unique, but people didn't really care. I mean, they didn't really like it. People like it now. It's fine. I'm reacting to the video anyway. They know it's a reaction. It says Big Don Reacts. It doesn't matter about the thumbnail. It really, I mean, it doesn't.
Entirely of the creation that she made. And she wasn't even reacting to slavery, by the way, either. The video was about voluntary prison labor. There's just so much context to all this stuff. And these people just want to like rage bait each other on Bluesky. I don't know what the Project 2025 thing's about. I haven't seen that, but I do know about the slavery one because I saw people on Twitter trying to cancel Leaf for that too, and I made a video about it. It was all very pathetic behavior. I'm not surprised these Bluesky people are acting the exact same way. And then we've got Laura says, Mama Oko and Hirohei are part of the problem. Oko has a whole network around them you can include. Opie says, never heard of them, interesting. They both went after Anna and Nyara. Wonderful. Hurls. Yeah, so that's a lie. I've never talked about Nyara at all. For those that don't know, Nyara's a VTuber, and again, I've never talked about Nyara.
I don't know who Nyara
Anna,
is.
I believe, is the Waypoint Vice journalist who tried to cancel Kirsha, and the whole cancellation attempt failed so hard that the articles ended up getting deleted, and you probably know that story.
That sounds about right. Yeah,
so
that sounds
I
about
covered
right.
that in like a video or two, and I don't think I ever named Anna like by name. I think I just said like Waypoint Vice journalist, and I found the managerial editor to be especially amusing actually because that dude made some defense article like running defense for the Waypoint Vice journalist working under him or whatever, and it was like such a bad article, which is fitting I suppose. But yeah, it was so bad. This guy tried to include like evidence of Kirsha's wrongdoings, and none of the evidence made any sense at all. One of the
By the
things
way, I don't
was
think
a
Kirsha's
Reddit
in the
DM
wrong at all.
screenshot, but the person who received it got the screenshot
I do know
from
that
1
drama.
second ago. So it looked like whoever took the screenshot and like received the DM is the same person who sent it. So it looked like completely fake evidence that they're trying to use in this article. And then there was like a leaflet thumbnail included as well. It's like, dude, that's not even Kirsha. Like the guy had no idea what he was talking about. By the way, icing on the cake is that thumbnail was the same one these people were getting mad about and trying to say like leaflet supports slavery. So that managerial editor was doing a similar thing of like trying to use the thumbnail out of context to smear leaflet in the article where he's also trying to go after Kirsha. Whole thing once again made no sense and only made these people look extremely desperate. Oh, by the way, I think this Laura person also made a hit piece against VTubers, including myself in the hit piece as well, but mainly going after Kirsha according to my recollection and trying to link us to like neo-Nazi groups or something. It sounded so freaking crazy. Like anyone...
No. I mean, there was a Reddit subpost that put a hit out on me that we had to get taken down. So, no, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah. Them putting you in a neo-Nazi group, that's normal. I would say that I mean, you're on the good end.
Who sees that is going to think the author is a lunatic. So congratulations, I guess. And it goes back to what I said earlier, though, that this stuff is great content for me, but at the same time, I see people acting like this, and it's just concerning. Like, I feel bad for them. I do hope these people can have a less unhinged, more, like, happy, fulfilling future. Now,
No,
let's
they won't.
continue with the
This
post,
is what they
shall
want
we?
from their future.
A certain self-described genius who still hasn't spoken up about the Nazi harassment going on in her name. Who? Oh my gosh, no way.
They censor it?
Henya / Pikami. Wow. They're still mad at Pikami. They're still mad at Henya. They're now actually also calling Henya a Nazi, I guess, or saying she's like a Nazi apologist, whatever the heck. I can't believe this is real, dude. This seems like the sort of thing I'd be reading if I had like a dream about Bluesky being crazy and it was like exaggerated in a dream or something. This seems like the sort of stuff you would see in some sort of like exaggerated dream or some like parody of Bluesky, but this is actually reality. This is like what these people are really doing.
Also, do you see that they only have 7 total likes? Like these people, I mean,
no qualms hanging with silver.
People don't want to hear it. That's why they're in this echo chamber. No one wants to see this.
Literally everyone else working under Asmongold's mythic team too. Oh, the list just goes on and on and on. Oh, they gotta go after Phillian too.
Never
Phillian literally did a George Floyd joke. So like, and being an art thief helps, to be honest.
I think he's a good
To be really honest, it might be better to assume that any big VTuber is a Nazi. It might not be correct, but it's safer to make that guess than take a chance and be disappointed. I'm just going to sound like a broken record. How are these people real? How are these people real? And now Snuffy, thinking Snuffy again, considering she's silent. What? What?
Just because you're silent doesn't make you a Nazi.
Cottontail next. Oh my gosh, dude. Would Cottontail count? Much as I wouldn't want to say it, she has hung out with Phillian and such. If the shoe fits,
what's wrong with Phillian?
Maybe just terrible person instead of...
Phillian took, like, her model or whatever. But she's not a Nazi. She's fine. I mean, that's just good business. It's whatever.
Nazi. Dang, I have not been plugged in enough to know about Silvervale. Mainstream VTubers are pretty cooked by the looks of it. Hey, guys, you know, if random people on Bluesky...
I think Silvervale is freaking amazing. So incredibly nice. Such a sweetheart. Out of anyone here, she's fantastic. Used her skin in Smite all the time. Her and Iron Mouse's, which that was the first time I ever knew who my Iron Mouse was. Actually, was from Smite. But I did hear of Silvervale before because of a few things. Let's just say.
I say you're cooked. It's so over, guys. What are we all gonna do? Oh no, let's pack it up, guys. Dang, that's a lot so far. I haven't seen Silver go that far, but TERFs are usually Nazi bedfellows. For most names I see in the comments, people can be genuinely oblivious. Calling them Nazis are too much. However, keeping them on thin ice, calling out their associations, and not watching them over it is valid. All Nazis are bad actors, but not all bad actors are Nazis. It is easy to miss some stuff when a person been so normalized. Like I never liked Asmon, but I didn't click to me how Nazi aligned he was until he acts now, and how... Wait, what? Until how he acts now, and how long he's done such stuff, for a decade at least. Wow, char Nazi name.
What?
What? I don't even know. I disagree. Some of these people are not just Nazi sympathizers, but genuine actual Nazis. And if you're in bed with the Nazis, then yes, you're a Nazi. It's the Nazi bar analogy. I've never seen anyone so obsessed with Nazis as these people. These people use the word Nazi more than real neo-Nazis probably do. This is like their favorite word. They love this word so much. They perpetuate Nazis more than anyone out there. Look at this conversation.
You know what what you don't even understand? Let's say you support socialists. Socialist leads into communism, which leads into fascism, which leads into dictatorship, and you got Nazis. Socialist, communist, fascist, Nazi. It's just how extreme do you want to go? That's all it is.
Oh. The important thing is if they let them stay when they know it's Nazis, if they do the act of promote and or associate with other Nazis, and bad actors, condemn them loudly. But it can be easy to miss stuff when it's not in the right circles. Like I didn't know about JonTron's racism for years.
I think JonTron is an
These
amazing
are large,
guy
well-informed creators. There is a certain point where you have enough of an audience that the chance you don't know or aren't tipped off about a person being a Nazi is zero. If we weren't talking about people with hundreds of thousands of followers, I'd give benefit of the doubt. But once you pass, I don't know, 50K followers, once you're in the 1%, no, you don't get benefit of the doubt. And yes, if I ever end up in their position, that rule still applies. I'm not just saying it because I'm not them. Even if I was, I believe that because that's the standard I believe in. And lastly, we've got like 4 posts left, starting with this one that says, Anything Silver did I should know? I roughly remember the wizard thing. I'm unaware of what happened after that. The other three are extremely obvious as far as I can tell. No fan gets to claim they don't know because their content and community reflect their views. I mean, given trans rights got set back massively directly because of Rowling, the wizard thing is enough in my opinion.
The what?
It went from bad to genuinely deplorable. As far as I know, though, Silver is regularly hanging with Nazis. So yeah, I don't even have anything else to say.
Silver is probably the nicest VTuber I have ever seen. So I don't think, I think it's deplorable that they even talk shit about these people. I mean, if you do it to someone that can handle it, it's fine. But most of these people, they don't handle it as well. Like, I handle it just fine. I mean, I don't talk shit about me all the time. I mean, the police know me here. So if someone tried to swap me, like, they already know who I am for reasons, but it wouldn't work. But there's tons of people that try to leak my information. My Facebook got leaked. It was like, bruh. Like, I mean, these people, they go after you, dude. They go after you. They don't give a shit about you. If you aren't agreeing with them, you are their enemy. And it doesn't have to be that way.
About how ridiculous this all is. Let's just finish this up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Of course, I'm not trying to downplay it in the slightest, only dodging the name so I don't get weirdos word searching my stuff, I guess. I already had plenty of disdain for her over that situation. That's why I was curious to know if she got worse. Aw, fair enough. And yeah, no, she has not improved because us transes tried to bully her, and it didn't work. And she's still mad because of that. Lol, she's a clown. How is that actually the argument being made here? Like, oh yeah, we harassed Silvervale, and she didn't like that, so she's a clown. Like, what the flip? That's such a bad argument. The final post reads, the usual doubling down, I suppose. I imagine the kind of audience someone would retain / attract after a stunt like that. Bro, what stunt? All she did was play Hogwarts Legacy a few times on stream like 2.5 years ago, or something like that, and get harassed by a bunch of people. Like, what stunt? Doesn't even make sense.
Hogwarts Legacy is pretty good game.
It's very lucrative to keep appealing to them.
If you haven't played it, you should play it. It's
What's the
pretty good.
implication there? That you expected her to
There's a
throw
trans
away her entire
person in
community
it.
that she spent years of hard work building
That one kinda
to
worked.
try and appeal to the people who hate her and harass her? And then because obviously she wouldn't do that, you're saying she's a terrible person? Holy smokes. Like I said earlier, this sort of stuff doesn't seem like it would actually be a real conversation. Seems like something you'd see in a fever dream or like a parody of Bluesky, but no, here we are. But thankfully, that's also the end. I've seen enough for today, guys. Let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comments.
I'm glad Hero here is going through this so I don't ever have to scroll through Bluesky. Yeah, great video. We're going to see one tomorrow made by him. I'm actually pretty excited for this, but yeah, he makes great stuff. Definitely check him out. These people that we're going through, these people that call everyone Nazis and everything else, they're a dying breed. They're a dying breed. They're the people that will call rape if you even go and try to talk to them, or I mean, the people that told me to like F off and die and kill myself on Discord when I was trying to collab with someone after Plague. But that's okay. I mean, that's just how these people are, and you gotta put them in the little safety corner. Okay, they need the little safety corner. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.